Live to win, till you die, till the light dies in your eyes. I did. Yo YouTubers, welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Last time we finished up the Fire Temple, defeated Volvagia, I almost forgot the name, and got the Medallion of Fire, or Fire Medallion, or whatever. Not to mention we got an extra heart piece. And in this episode... Okay, I didn't expect this. Well, as you can see, since we have the boomerang, we can get that heart piece way up there. There's another way you can get it with the chicken, but I never really tried it. I heard it's very tricky to do, so let's see if I can get it from here. No, I missed. Maybe a little more that way. Nope. Maybe I'm not far enough. Or not close enough. From here? Nope. Rejected. Well, I guess I'll get this one then. I see Navi's turning green there. Well, if you climb up here, stand on this here stump, some frogs are looking at you from underwater. Whip out that ocarina. Prepare to play a song. Now you can actually play any of the 6 regular ocarina songs you can play. But if you play Song of Storms, let me see if I remember it right. Yep, I got that right. Wow, that melody is so cool, Ribbit. Singing in the rain. Oh, what a feeling, Ribbit. Please take this as a token of our froggish gratitude, Ribbit. Alright, see ya, Ribbit. Playing Song of Storms with those frogs will land you a heart piece. Nifty, ain't it? Now, if you play any of the other songs, like, say, Sun Song, instead, one of the frogs will grow, which is kind of weird. But also in exchange, they'll give you 50 rupees. So if for any reason you want some rupees, this is a very unique way to get it. Now I believe if all 5 of them are fully grown. Let me see what's next. Yeah, Song of Time next. Anyways, I believe if all 5 are grown, and I think you can play an interesting mini game. I don't know what the prize is. I think maybe it's another heart piece, but I really don't know. Yeah, just figured I'd let you know about that. And I think that's it for me. I don't know why I'm running though. I'm all set here in the past, so let's go back. So let's go back to the Temple of Time and return to Zora's River as Adult Link, or Teenage Link, or just plain Link. See you guys in a sec. I'm sorry, did I say we were gonna be back in Zora's River? Not quite. First, here on top of Death Mountain Trail, only at night, there are a couple of Ghost tools we can get. Since now that we have the Megaton Hammer. Heads up down there! Unfortunately, with Volvagia destroyed, we don't have to worry about any more rock spawns, so it's safe now. Alright, this makes 43 for us. Okay, now if we fast forward a minute. Way over here, beyond this rock, Megaton Hammer again. Gold Spatula, number 44. Sweetness. Now that that's settled, how I took a heart of damage, oh wait, I remember, it's because I fell. Like that. Well, all that's said and done, now we move on back to Zora's River.
An Arctic wind is blowing from Zora's River. Do you feel it?
Well, I feel it if I ever go outside. Doesn't look very Arctic to me right now, but meh. Oh wells. Anyways, back here in Zora's River, you'll find the guy that sold the magic beans is no longer with us. Maybe he turned to an Octorok? No, it doesn't matter. Right now, ride the magic beam plane all the way up here. And I think... Whoop, don't fall in the hole. We need it to be night. Yeah, as much as I'm a fan of the daytime in this game, we really need it to be night for most of this. Because there's a gold Scatula all the way up there. There'll be one more we can just reach later on. Now, one thing I should make note of, I really hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas and/or Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, or whatever it is you guys celebrate, depending on your religion. Of course, it also depends if you celebrate at all, because I know that there are some religions out there that don't celebrate at all. Well, at least there's one I know of. Heck, I once fell for a girl who had that religion. It wasn't exactly the best go at it, because, well, she already had her eye on somebody else. But enough of my personal life. You guys don't care. And I think the sun's about to come back up, so I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to get this. Maybe I will. This one we can just make. Oh, come on. There we go. That makes 46, I think? Let me take a look. Yeah, 46, right on the nose. Now, just like before back in the past, the waterfall will cover the place. So you're gonna have to learn how to walk, for starters. Apparently I don't know how. As strange as it may seem, we need it at night again to get a gold Scatula inside. That'll make 3 more to go till I have my goal. I'm sure you're thinking, but WhiteBlade, there are 100 gold Scatulas. You still have 50 more to go after you get that one. Yeah, well, newsflash, in case you guys didn't listen, I'm not getting all 100. I'm sure I said that it would be the last time before, but I guess I'll have to repeat myself multiple times so you guys get the point. I'm only getting 50 gold Scatulas. No more than that. Once I reach 50, I ignore the rest. Okay, before we go in, make it night. Alright, in we go to Zora's Domain. Which is more like an Arctic mess. Look at this place, it's frozen solid. And to add insult to injury to the Zoras, they're all stuck under the water, except for 2. King Zora and the Zora that runs the shop. Those two are stuck in a different type of ice, which not even the Megaton Hammer can break. Red ice. Strange, isn't it? Well, we can't really talk to the Zoras because, well, they're kinda on ice right now. Kind of in a frozen situation. Okay, I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah. At any rate, I have to say my Christmas went pretty well, actually. I actually got Paper Mario Sticker Star for the 3DS, and I gotta say, I'm enjoying it so far. I did get stuck in World 2, but other than that, it's a pretty fun game. Though I definitely noticed that Mario does not have a partner this time. I mean, in Super Paper Mario, yeah, he had partners, but in this game, in Sticker Star, he has none, which is kind of a disappointment. And really, that curtsy sticker is not really much help. She's just the same thing when you ask her a question in a world, so she's not really much of help. Other than that, I also got a boombox or something for my iPod. Yeah, I got an iPod Touch. That's how I've been keeping track of time for these LP recordings. And all that sort of rot, in case you didn't know. And I just used it now that I got a few more songs from iTunes. There's also been a game on 360 I got, but I'm a little iffy about keeping it. In case you're wondering, it's Sonic and Sega All-Stars Transformed. The racing game, that is. With all that ranting and raving, here we are in the Ice Cavern. This is sort of our first mini-dungeon, so to speak. Watch over those stalactites, they will hurt. Alright, let's get out Din's Fire, we're probably gonna need that. Now those guys over there are called Freezards. If you get hit by their blowing ice, you're gonna be frozen and take a lot of damage. So wait till they're done breathing, and whip out Din's Fire. Once they're all gone, you can proceed. Proceed. Touch nothing but the lamp. Kudos if you got that. If you're a Disney fan, that is. Now we got the introduction to Silver Rupees. You really gotta collect these in order to progress further in. And apparently they have value. Alright, now way up there's another gold Scatula. And I'll make 47, I think. Yeah, 47. So now I got 3. Before I had 4 to go. Guess right now we gotta climb all the way up here to get this next one. The last Silver Rupee. Now, honestly, I didn't think Silver Rupees had value. But apparently they do. Now, especially if you're moving for that last Silver Rupee when one of the blades are directly below you. So that way when you land, you won't get hit after the cutscene. Keep that in mind, huh? Now, let me check notes real quick sec. Clockwise, yep. Okay. So next up, I'm gonna need the arrows. And as you can see, my two bottles are empty. Off screen, I got rid of the fairies, because we need empty bottles to go through this. If you have all 3, this will go quite easy. Or at least if you have at least 3. If you had all 4 of them, that'd be even better. Alright, now let's go ahead and get rid of those ice keys. Yep, now we got ice keys. First we had fire keys, now we got ice keys. They touch you, that happens! Alright, wise guy, you want to play like that? We'll play like that. Hope this hits. Nope, I think I missed him. I suppose I may as well talk about that Sonic racing game. And of course, I finally finished off the ice keys when I'm about to talk about something. Karma. Don't just love it. Let's see, do arrows affect them? No, they don't. And so let's wait for this guy to be done. Alright, good. Recovery hearts over here, I'll need that. Okay, now let's get that other empty bottle out. Wrong button. That's better. Now, honestly, I never played any of the Sonic and Sega All-Stars racing games before, but so this one is pretty much the first one I've ever played. And I gotta say, it's not bad, but controls aren't exactly that great. At least for me. At least not with the 360 version. It could be better, I think. Not so loose, you know? Alrighty, wait for that one to stop blowing its fire. Ice, I mean, not fire. Ice. Wow. close call and a half, isn't it? Over here, you can use the blue fire we got to melt the red ice. Yeah, blue fire melting red ice. How that works, I don't know. So in here, what do we get? 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 We got the dungeon map. Yep, the dungeon map here. And you'll finally look at the compass a little bit later. Now, before you leave, make sure you fill up that empty bottle with blue fire again. I think you're gonna need at least 2 to get through the next area. But in all honesty, I think 16 minutes, 17 minutes or so, I think that's enough time for now. So in that case, whoop, he's back. I have to pull a trick here. Until it stops blowing the ice. In the meantime, I'll do my outro. So next time on Ocarina of Time, we are going to continue through the ice cavern and see if we can figure out what happened to the Zoras. Because I mean, really, frozen in ice? That's bad. Talk about being buried alive. Frozen death. Yeesh. That's as worse as it gets. So, until next time, YouTubers. On that note, I take my leave.